Hello everyone, today I would like to talk about animal diplomacy. Animal diplomacy symbolizes use animal to increase friendship with foreign countries, which brings animal becoming a way building friendship between countries. At the same time, the court also receive gifts in return from different countries, usually worth more. The countries would choose a real animal that is endemic to the area or has special significance. The most famous of all animal diplomacy was the panda. The panda is a national treasure of China and a Grade 1 protected animal. The use of panda in diplomacy could show the importance of other countries and could also erase diplomatic tensions. Panda diplomacy was also the focus of this talk. Where panda diplomacy is well known, many different animals has also been used for diplomacy, such as Shiba dog in Japan, Max oxen in America, elephants in South and Southeast Asia. Then connected to history, animal diplomacy stretches back a long way. Meanwhile, there have been many examples of gift-giving with animals throughout history. To give you a quick overview, I will pick a few of them. First, Swedish archaeology discovered that animals were a diplomatic gift for wealth and long-age families as they found large bones of big dogs. In the later Middle Age, it was common for Egypt to use draft to others. They have continued to use draft in diplomacy. For example, in 1404, Egypt sent a diplomatic mission to Tamlan and brought a draft as gift. Among the animals received by Isabella II were two black beavers from Canada, although they are part of monarch's rent. Speaking of modern times, I have to mention Russian President Putin, who has also received many gifts of animal diplomacy from many countries. For example, Japan's dog diplomacy with Putin attempts to resolve the long-run dispute over the Kurils Islands. Then brings to our main topic, panda diplomacy. Broadly going back to history, panda diplomacy was already a gift for the Tang Dynasty. Some of materials suggest that it was national treasure given by Wu Zetian, who is the actual ruler of the Tang Dynasty to Empire of Japan. When we looked at the modern Republican era, the first example of panda diplomacy was invited by Song Meiling in 1941. The gift was given fully diplomatic meaning because it was thanks to the Americans for helping Chinese nationalists when Japan attacking. They wanted to set up diplomatic relations with America. From 1957 to 1983, China already given 24 pandas as symbol of friendship with others, including the Soviet Union. China's use of panda as diplomatic tools had been going well for many years. For example, one of the famous events was the gift of two pandas by Mao Zedong to United States during Nixon's visit to China in 1972. Meanwhile, President Nixon giving to Max oxen as gift in return. The panda sent from China was warmly welcomed in USA and giving them a good impression of China. This event was seen as a major diplomatic success. Also made a good relationship with America. However, it was not until 1984 that the security of panda and the promotion of national conservation turned the gift of animal into leasing and joint researching. Also due to global studies support the breeding of endangered animals. Most of the lease fee used to protect panda and their living environment in the wild. Even so, its domestic portion had not been shaken, and other countries continued to maintain a friendship with China through lease. At the same time, several countries provided the necessary resources to China in order to maintain diplomatic activity while leasing pandas. So why it is important? It is important to understand the role of panda diplomacy as it is a new form of diplomacy that had been around for many years. However, only a few people knew and explored its history and development. Secondly, panda and animal diplomacy lenses political and economic exchange seriousness and political view. This leads to many smooth and peaceful diplomatic exchange. As giant leases are subject to strict diplomatic procedures, they are not available to all countries but only to those give China diplomatic interest and maintain good relations. As a result, Panda has also played a large role in diplomacy. The promotion of panda diplomacy and animal diplomacy not only contributed to the conservation of global biodiversity and brought economic benefit to both countries, but also explored culture and values. Most animals sent out for collaborated research are treated well, as experts conduct field check on the ground before making decisions to ensure they meet criteria for pandas' environment. However, rare exceptions exist, such as recent Yaya Panda and Lala Panda events. It is unclear whether this event in America was due to the economic downturn during the COVID, which prevents the purchase of good bamboos, or whether it's due to the Zoom problems. The case has naturally affected diplomatic relations between China and America. In most cases, animal diplomacy is feasible because it is benefit both countries, as the arrival of these protected animals in different countries increase the number of visitors to zones or countries and boost the economy. However, animal diplomacy is discouraged due to the risk of animals being treated badly. There had only been a few events like this, so I think the benefit of animal diplomacy outweighs the disadvantages. What do you think? Feel free to comment and reply these lessons. This is end of my presentation. I hope you enjoy it.